came to a guy this man said, what's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Already had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Already had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You was scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, like cheetah, run up down, I'm airing the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's slow, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top too. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Please stop.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it?
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. And they love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Jackson on first down, rolling to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw again on second down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Washington nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short, as he did not get the push he needed. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He goes underneath to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Gain of 16 yards.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To Miles Boykin. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up second.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a man in his second season in purple and black, it's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. This time, Jackson will throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They start on the ground with Geis, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Geis, the ball carrier.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Down at the 11-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Brown. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action now. Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 37-yard line.
Second down and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
12-yard line.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches. They'll roll him out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
And 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Geis. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
There is Geis, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up...
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Third down, here's Geis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for a Washington.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that's going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Second down and 5.
Check 50. Check 50. Hey, Mike 40. Mike 40. Let's go. My ball.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though, man. That's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to Jay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And 9.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Haskins will throw. And the Ravens Giving pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Got some room at the 30. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 35-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. And even 50 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he's met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
Ingram.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Ravens.
Jackson on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the Raven 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson, and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Check 9. No.
On first down, it's Haskins. And his pass, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 26. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check it back.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
You ever make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast? A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 44, Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back in the 46. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Ball carrier. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Off the plate fake. Here's Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Thomas Davis on the...
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A 22-yard attempt.
And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home